Hi guys, my name is Girandi Alcala, the first runner from Miss Dean Montserrat. And tonight I'll be reading Lion Paw and Oliver, An Unlikely Friendship from Heidi Fagerberg. Hello, my name is Lion Paw. I was given my name as a puppy because my paws were huge and they looked like lion's paw seashells. This is what lion's paw seashells look like. I am a girl, so I really should be called Lioness. But my name is very special. Lion's paw shells are a treasure to find on the beach in St. Kitts where I live. I am living the beach life. I relax in the sun, walk by the sea, chase the waves, hike in the mountains, and play with people who visit the beach. I have everything any dog could ask for: food, shelter, and people who love me. I was not always this happy. There once was something missing in my life. A friend just for me. My caretaker loves me, but she is often too busy when I want to play. I tried to play with the crabs, but they scurried into their holes because they were afraid of me. Wilbur the pig is great, but he's always tired and only wants to relax in the water or sleep on the beach. I didn't have a real playmate. I wanted a friend so much that sometimes I got a little too excited while playing with the guests who came to visit the beach. Then I would be in trouble. So when I saw a cage being built on the beach, I became nervous. What if this cage was for me? I thought. I watched every day and waited nervously as the cage was being built. They made a swing out of a log and some rope. I wondered, what kind of dog would want to swing on a rope? Not me. Oh, how I hoped the cage was not for me. One Monday morning, I checked on the cage. The roof was on. It looked like it was finally finished. My caretaker walked towards me. I was afraid that she would put me inside the cage. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. She patted me on the head and said, "Isn't it great, Lion Paw? You'll soon have a new friend." I was so excited I jumped around in circles. "I'll finally have a best friend. I'll finally have a best friend," I sang. After that Monday, I still visited the cage every morning, but I was no longer nervous. I was just anxious for my new friend to arrive. I waited. Tuesday, the cage was empty. Wednesday, still empty. Thursday, empty. I wondered, will my friend ever arrive? That Friday morning, I ran to the beach to look in the cage. Nothing again. I started to walk away, but then I smelled something that I hadn't smelled before. So I went back to the cage and looked more closely. I spotted something in the corner. It looked like a bag of fur. I sniffed it, and it definitely did not smell like a dog. I sniffed it again, and this time it moved. "Grrr," I growled. I was so disappointed. This ball of fluff couldn't be my best friend. It wasn't even a dog. My caretaker took the small creature out of the cage and put him on her shoulder. "This is Oliver. Oliver the vervet monkey," she said. "His mom was attacked by a dog and he has no one to take care of him." Oliver started chattering at me and then suddenly he leapt on my back. I was in shock for a second. I shook my body so hard that he went flying on the sand. Oliver screeched and ran away. I felt sad. I didn't really want to be mean to him, but I was so disappointed. This was not the best friend I dreamt for so long. Sad and ashamed, I ran off. Maybe a hike in the mountains would make me feel better, I thought. I did not get very far before it began to rain. I wondered if this day could possibly get any worse. Raindrops pounded on my back. It felt like small stones were falling on me. I spotted some trees nearby and ran to take shelter under them. The tree helped me to protect me from the rain, but I was still getting wet. I looked up towards the branches in search for thicker foliage. As I was looking up, water from the trees fell in my eyes. Ow! I howled. Oh, how it stung! I couldn't see a thing. I rolled in the sand in agony. I didn't notice something was beside me. Suddenly, that something climbed up on my back. I was scared and tried to shake it off, but it held into my ears and started chattering at me. I recognized the chattering. It was Oliver. He must have followed me. He tugged my left ear and I turned that way and walked forward. Then he tugged my right ear and I turned again. I wonder where Oliver would lead me. I had been very unkind to him. How could I expect that he would be so kind to me? But then he chattered in my ear. Something in his voice told me that everything was going to be okay. All of a sudden, I heard my caretaker's voice. Oh my goodness, Lion's Paw's eyes are red and swollen. The rainwater must have washed the sap. The rainwater must have washed the sap of the machineel tree into her eyes. The sap is very poisonous. We must get her to the vet right away, she said. Oliver had rescued me. At the hospital, the sun rose and set 5 times before I was able to go back home. My eyes were all better. I was happy that I could see again, but I was afraid to go home. I was so ashamed about how I treated Oliver. I had tried to hurt him, but in return, he saved me. When I got home, Oliver was waiting for me. Do you know what he did? He was so excited to see me that he jumped up and down and did flips. I couldn't believe it. How could he be so happy to see me when I had been so mean to him? I ran up to him and lay down in front of him so that he wouldn't be scared. He touched my nose and I thought, how lucky I am to have a friend like Oliver. Maybe a monkey and a dog can be best friends after all. I hope you all enjoyed the story. Good night, Montserrat.